Hello, hello. Welcome back to My Simple English Podcast. I am Mark, and today I have some dirt on my hands and a pencil behind my ear.
Hi, Mark, and hello to everyone listening. Mark, you look like you are ready to build a house.
Well, not a whole house, Sarah, but I am doing some repairs at home, and that is why our topic today is so useful. Today, we're going to the hardware store.
The hardware store. This is a very important place. It is the store where you buy tools, paint, and things to fix your home.
In some countries, people call it a DIY store. DIY stands for do it yourself.
I love that. Do it yourself. It means you don't hire a professional, you do the work with your own two hands.
In this episode, we will teach you the English names for common tools. We will talk about the different sections of the store, and we will learn how to ask for help when you're looking for a specific screw or a light bulb.
We will also have our shadowing practice so you can say these handy words clearly.
So, let's walk through the big sliding doors and enter the store. Sarah, what is the first thing you see?
Usually, the first section is the hand tools section. These are tools that do not use electricity. You use your muscles.
The most famous tool is the hammer.
Yes, the hammer. You use a hammer to hit a nail into wood.
And if you want to turn a screw, you need a screwdriver.
Be careful, Mark. There are two main types of screwdrivers. There's the flathead and the Phillips.
That's right. The Phillips screwdriver has a tip like a cross or an X. The flathead is just a straight line.
Next to the screwdrivers, you usually find the wrench.
A wrench is for turning bolts and nuts. If your sink is leaking, you probably need a wrench.
And we cannot forget the tape measure.
I use my tape measure every day. You pull out the metal strip to see how long or how wide something is. In the US, we use inches and feet. In Europe, they use centimeters and meters.
Now, let's move to the power tools section. This is the loud part of the store.
Power tools use electricity or a battery. The most common one is the power drill.
I love the sound of a drill. Vroom, vroom. You use it to make holes in the wall.
And there's the saw. A hand saw is for small jobs, but a circular saw is a powerful machine for cutting big pieces of wood.
When you use power tools, you must be safe. You should buy safety gear.
Yes, safety goggles to protect your eyes and work gloves to protect your hands.
Safety first. Now, Mark, let's talk about the paint section. This is my favorite part because of all the colors.
It is very colorful. You can see a big wall with hundreds of paint samples.
If you want to paint a room, you need more than just the paint. You need a paintbrush and a paint roller.
And you need a tray to hold the paint. Also, don't forget the ladder if you want to paint the ceiling.
If you don't want to get paint on the floor, you should buy a drop cloth. It is a big piece of plastic or fabric to cover your furniture.
Now, let's imagine we are looking for something very small, a tiny screw. The hardware store is huge. How do we find it?
We need to ask a store assistant.
You can say, "Excuse me, where can I find the fasteners?"
Fasteners is the general word for nails, screws, and bolts.
Or you can say, "I'm looking for light bulbs. Which aisle are they in?"
Aisle. A-I-S-L-E. That is the long row between the shelves.
The assistant might say, "They're in aisle 10 next to the batteries."
Hardware stores also have a plumbing section.
Plumbing is for water and pipes. If your toilet is broken or your shower is leaking, you go to the plumbing section.
You might need a plunger or some plumber's tape.
And there's the electrical section.
This is for wires, outlets, and switches. If you want a new lamp or a ceiling fan, you look here.
Okay, Sarah, let's do some shadowing practice. Listeners, repeat these tool names and phrases after us. I need a hammer and some nails.
Where is the tape measure?
Which aisle is the paint in?
I am looking for a Phillips screwdriver.
Can you help me find these batteries?
I want to buy some light green paint.
Please wear your safety goggles.
The drill is in the power tools section.
Great job! You are becoming very handy with your English.
Now, Mark, hardware stores aren't just for fixing things inside the house.
That's right. There is often a big garden center outside or in the back.
In the garden center, you can buy soil, seeds, and plants.
And you need tools for the garden too, like a shovel for digging holes.
Or a rake for the leaves in the autumn.
If you have a lawn, you might need a lawnmower.
And a garden hose to water your flowers.
It is amazing how many different things you can find in one store. You can fix a pipe, paint a wall, and plant a tree all in one day.
But sometimes you don't know exactly what you need. You have a problem, but you don't know the name of the tool.
In that case, you can describe the problem to the assistant.
You can say, "My kitchen sink is leaking. What do I need to fix it?" Or, "I want to hang a heavy picture on the wall. What kind of hook should I use?"
The workers at hardware stores are usually very handy. They know a lot about repairs.
Actually, handy is a great word. If someone is handy, it means they are good at fixing things.
My father is very handy. He fixed our roof and built a wooden deck.
I am not very handy. I usually have to watch a video online before I use a screwdriver.
That is okay, Mark. That is why we have the internet.
Another important area is the lumber yard.
Lumber. That is the word for wood that is cut into boards for building.
If you want to build a bookshelf, you go to the lumber section and choose your wood. You can even ask them to cut it to size.
Cut it to size means they use a big saw to make the wood exactly the length you need.
That is very helpful if you have a small car and cannot carry long pieces of wood.
When you are finished, you go to the checkout.
In a big hardware store, there is often a pro desk.
The Pro Desk is for professional builders. They buy things in very large amounts.
But for us, we just go to the regular cashier or the self-checkout.
Don't forget to get a receipt. If you buy the wrong size screw, you will need the receipt to return it or exchange it.
That happens to me every time, Mark. I buy a half-inch screw, but I actually needed a quarter-inch screw.
That is why it is good to bring the old screw with you to the store.
That is a pro tip. Always bring the old part to the store to compare. Mark, do you think hardware stores are different in different countries?
The tools are mostly the same, but the voltage for power tools is different.
Ah, right. In the US, it's 110 volts. In many other countries, it's 220 volts.
So don't buy a power drill in New York and try to use it in London.
Good advice. Also, the names for things can be different. In the US, we say flashlight. In the UK, they say torch.
And we say elevator, they say lift, though you don't find many of those inside a hardware store.
But you do find step ladders.
Yes, for reaching the high shelves.
We have covered a lot of ground today, Mark. We talked about hand tools, power tools, painting, plumbing, and gardening.
It's a lot of vocabulary, but these are words you will see every time you enter a shop.
Even if you are not handy, it's good to know what a hammer is or where the light bulbs are.
Exactly. It gives you confidence when you are taking care of your home.
We want to keep this conversation going, Mark. There is more to talk about, like home security and smart home technology.
Oh yes, cameras, locks, and lights you can control with your phone.
So don't put away your tools just yet. We have more to share with our listeners.
That's right, Sarah. The world of hardware is changing. Nowadays, you can go into a store and buy a smart lock.
A smart lock? That sounds like something from a movie.
It is. You don't need a metal key. You use your smartphone or a keypad with a code to open your front door.
That is very convenient if you always lose your keys like I do.
And they have video doorbells. These have a tiny camera inside so you can see who is at your door on your phone screen.
You find those in the home security aisle. It is usually near the flashlights and the smoke detectors.
Smoke detectors are so important. They make a loud beep if there is a fire. Every home needs one on every floor.
Speaking of floors, what if I want to change my carpet to wood?
Then you go to the flooring section. You can find laminate, hardwood, or tile.
If you choose tile, you need grout. That is the pasty material that fills the spaces between the tiles.
And you need a trowel to spread the glue. There are so many specific tools for every job.
It can be a bit overwhelming. That is why I like to make a shopping list before I go to the store.
Me too. I also take a picture of the project with my phone. If I'm fixing a pipe under the sink, I show the picture to the store assistant.
That is a brilliant idea, Mark. A picture is worth 1,000 words, especially if you don't know the English word for a U-joint or a washer.
Exactly. A washer is a small rubber or metal ring that stops water from leaking. It's a very small part, but it's very important.
Before we finish our trip through the store, let's talk about cleaning supplies.
Oh yes, the heavy-duty cleaners. Not the ones for your dishes, but the ones for cleaning a garage or a driveway.
You can buy pressure washers there too. They use a very strong stream of water to blast away dirt. It is very fun to use.
It is. It's like a video game in real life.
Well, Mark, my shopping cart is full. I have a hammer, a box of screws, a gallon of blue paint, and a new LED light bulb.
And I have a new shovel and some flower seeds for my garden.
We have learned a lot of English today. We talked about hand tools like the wrench and screwdriver.
We talked about power tools like the drill and the saw.
We explored the paint, plumbing, and electrical aisles.
And we even learned about smart home technology and safety gear.
Remember, listeners, you don't have to be an expert builder to go to the hardware store.
No, just go, look around, and learn the names of things. It's a great way to practice your everyday English.
We hope this episode makes your next repair job a little bit easier.
If you have a favorite tool, or if you are working on a project at home, tell us.
Yes, write a comment on YouTube. Tell us, I am using a hammer to fix my, or I want to paint my room, color.
We love to hear about your DIY projects.
Thank you for joining us on My Simple English podcast. You are doing a great job.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more simple English lessons.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.